Hello, my beautiful Leo souls, and happy birthday to all of my Leo sun signs here. Thank you all so much for joining me here. It's the Empress, aka Kelsey, and today we are doing our Leo energy prediction readings, our Leo season prediction readings, I'm sorry. So let's talk a little bit about Leo season and the astrological kind of energies going on throughout the season, and then we'll get into your reading, you guys. So starting off, Leo season is July 22nd through August 22nd, and we have the new moon in Leo on July 28th. And on that same day, July 28th, we have Jupiter stationing retrograde, and it will remain retrograde until November 23rd. Now, this is a very significant energy, or at least it feels like it to me at this point, and I will be doing a separate video just on that for those of you who want more information in regards to the Jupiter retrograde. So that's going to be stationing retrograde right in the very beginning, the first week of Leo season. And then we have Lammas on August 1st, so some harvest energy, some completion energy potentially for some, maybe a little bit of celebration for some. And we have Mercury moving into one of its home signs of Virgo on August 4th. August 11th, we have the full moon in Aquarius, as well as Venus moving into the sign of Leo, which I feel is going to be a very beautiful energy. And then we have Mars moving into Gemini on August 20th. So those are some of the astrological components and transits that are occurring throughout this season that may be really impacting us throughout this time. But let's go ahead and get into your reading, Leo, and see what is going on for you throughout the season. So we're going to start out with a few oracle cards and get the overall kind of collective energy for Leo, and then we'll get into your tarot and look at your spiritual, your physical, your relationships, and your abundance through this season. So Leo, what can you expect for Leo season? We have We Are One. Wow. So Leo, I really feel for you guys throughout the season, there is going to be a sense of wholeness for you, and a sense of feeling like you can be a bigger part of yourself or show more of who you are. Whereas previously there may have been a specific area in your life that you were struggling with being authentic in, or being maybe more than just one version of yourself. There's like this essence of allowing more of yourself to be present at one time coming through here, which is absolutely wonderful. And there's just going to be this sense of connection, I feel, for Leo throughout the season, like really kind of seeing how everything is connected. I just got like the visual of kind of like how the planets rotate around the sun, and how like our solar system is all one, it's all connected, it all moves in kind of alignment with each other, and that's kind of the energy coming through here for Leo. So maybe some alignment, but also some very deep interconnection kind of awareness throughout this season as well, which is beautiful. Some of you guys may be seeing like reflections of yourself in others where maybe you previously had a hard time seeing that. Releasing judgments, I feel, is something else coming through here for some Leos. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, we have Fixed coming out. And we have Libra. Okay. So some of you guys may be connecting with somebody or committing to somebody throughout this season. There may be like marriage happening here. That doesn't have to be for everybody, but that is an energy here. We have Fixed with stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So there's definitely something here where something is really kind of solidifying. As well as for some of you guys, you may be dealing with like some stubbornness, either from yourself or from people around you. Like maybe dealing with some people who aren't willing to budge, who maybe have some tunnel vision or aren't willing to maybe go outside the box or look outside the box, you may be dealing with a little bit of that energy throughout this season, either from yourself or from other people. We also have Libra here with consideration, fairness, and harmony. So there is definitely like a balancing between you and other people. It doesn't even necessarily have to be between you and one person or you and a romantic partner, Leo. This is like harmony between you and everybody. This is like this awareness that everybody's connected, that you're all human regardless of how you guys choose to live out the human experience. There is like a deep release of judgment here. Wow. And really kind of letting go of this idea that people should live in a certain way, or they should believe things in a certain way, or they should see things from your perspective. There's definitely some reflection work happening here. So some of you guys may be doing shadow work, or you just may be kind of seeing how you may just be seeing like parts of yourself in everything throughout the season. And I don't mean that in like an egotistical way, but I mean that in like this realization that you really do in a deep level connect and relate to everybody around you. And there's like this beautiful kind of balance coming in with those realizations for Leo. Let's pull some more cards here. Some of you guys, though, there is definitely like a union happening here. Like a very committed energy in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's a contract. Maybe you're signing a contract for a new job, or maybe it's, you know, a person. Maybe you're signing a marriage certificate. There's just a sense of union, like official union coming in here. Maybe it's a soul contract as well for some of you. We have the moon in Leo coming out with appreciation. Yeah, there's like this new appreciation for life, this new appreciation for other people and other perspectives and seeing things in a different way. And for some of my Leos here, there's really going to be somebody or even a group of people coming in showing you appreciation or like being appreciative of you. But you guys are also going to be feeling this appreciation for others and this appreciation for life for sure. This appreciation for those who stuck by your side through the hard times is something else that's coming through here for Leo as well. Just being very grateful for life, being very grateful for, it's almost like for some of you guys, like being very grateful for the things that don't change. And then we have authority coming out here with Mars and Capricorn. Yeah, so for some of you guys, this could definitely be a new job, but really with this authority energy, what I'm seeing is like this energy of, you know, this officiant, this energy of like signing a contract with witnesses in some way, shape, or form. Like that's really what I'm seeing for Leo through this season, like signing a contract that gives it like power to like hold a commitment strong, to like hold a contract. There's definitely something here with that for Leo through this season, like signing on to a job where you have to like stay for a specific fixed amount of time, or like, you know, a marriage certificate where you can't just break up with a marriage. You have to then go to an authority figure, to a lawyer, and get like divorced. There's definitely something here with like lawyer, officiant, witness type of energy where you're not going to be able to break this contract. Interesting. And for some of you, like I said, it could be a soul contract that's coming into your life through this season, or becoming a bigger part of your life through this season, like that contract really being activated through Leo season for you, especially with this we are one energy here. Let's pull another card. We have increase. Wow. this card has come out in quite a few readings so far, and I shuffle as I'm pulling the card and in between every reading, so it just kind of blows my mind. So yeah, there's definitely like the sense of increasing finances, increasing status, expanding in a way where it's like a union where things are coming together, but also like increasing. I'm seeing that almost like a marriage, like you come together and now you're like one, but you're also, it's also like, you know, an extra person. So it's like increasing in one way, but also like unification in another way. That's very interesting. Yeah, there's definitely like an increase in balance, an increase in harmony as well. Some of you guys, Leo, may be settling a court case through this season, or even settling a divorce, depending on like your situation. Of course, this is a general reading, so apply it how it resonates, take what resonates, discard the rest, Leo. But there's definitely something here about settling a court case for somebody, or like solidifying something in writing with a lawyer or a judge. That's going to bring you an increase, that's going to bring you more, regardless of how that case is happening or what kind of case it is. It's either you're joining with somebody or separating with somebody that's going to allow you to grow in a different way, or, you know, something like that. So let's pull a chakra energy for you guys for Leo season, for my Leo souls. Okay. Oh, we have, wow, we have the crown chakra here, divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. We have we are one, we have increase. We were talking about this interconnectedness already, expansion, growth, in a very beautiful way. Even if as you're moving through this, it doesn't feel, you know, great, especially for those of you who may be separating from somebody or something, or ending a contract in some way, shape, or form, or like closing a court case. It may not feel great immediately, but whatever this is for you, Leo, it's bringing expansion, it's bringing wholeness, it's bringing you into a place where you can be whole, where there's just you guys are ascending. I feel you're raising your vibration. You are connecting to source. You are connecting to like this divine consciousness and understanding how everything is connected, like, and you're able to see that through this season. Like, you're really able to see like why the hard times are necessary, or why you're currently going through the part of your life that you're going through, and how that's going to connect you to like the next phase of life, or to the next path that you're supposed to be on. So a lot of you guys, Leo, through this season may be going like through a kind of like a direction shift, or like changing directions in some way, shape, or form. But it's like there's this awareness through Leo season, or that's going to come in Leo season, potentially even with the full moon in Aquarius, that's going to make you realize that this change in direction was actually aligning you to the light. It was aligning you to this increase, to this expansion. It was aligning you to your higher self for some of you, and to completing a soul contract. Interesting. So let's pull some tarot, Leo, and see what else we have going on for you through this season. We're going to start off with your spiritual energy for Leo, which I feel is going to be very active with the crown chakra here. Oh, interesting. So we have the Five of Wands coming out for your spiritual energy. So a lot of you guys may be coming into Leo season kind of fighting with yourself, or fighting against like this wall, fighting against this blockage, trying to overcome some sort of obstacle, or even some sort of spiritual block. There's something here. Okay, so like I said, it's like you guys are coming into this awareness through Leo season, where you're recognizing like why the hard times, why the conflict, why you had to change direction, why what is happening is happening. But coming into Leo season, you may still be kind of fighting against the shift, fighting against the change, or like in conflict, unable to make a decision, unable to take action. And there's like something here where you're going to, I feel like there's just going to be this sudden realization that you're actually fighting against yourself. That whatever it is you're fighting against is actually causing you more harm than good. It's causing you more emotional stress. It's causing you more stagnancy. It's causing you more blockages. So there is, I feel like, this release of blockages, or this overcoming of a spiritual blockage, an awakening. You guys are going through an awakening through Leo season. Wow. And you're going to stop kind of fighting yourself. On the other side of this awakening, you're going to realize that you don't have to choose between different aspects of yourself. Let's take a look at your physical environment, Leo. Okay. Wow, we have the Two of Cups coming out. That contract, that commitment. There's definitely some sort of contract commitment that's going to cause you to maybe have to move towns, move homes. That's going to like change where you're living or how you're living. Like your physical environment is going to transform due to this contract, due to this commitment. I really see the Two of Cups as kind of this almost like hand fasting. And hand fasting, when that was very common, it was never like for life. I mean, it could be, but like when people chose to come together in union, it was like a set amount of time, and then they could come back and renew that promise if they felt they wanted to, or if they both agreed on that, or they could, you know, go their separate ways and move on with their life. So there's something here where it's like this contract that you're making, this commitment that you're making it's almost like it's like 2 years or like 5 years. And it's going to directly impact your physical environment, where you're living, the work that you do, or where you go to work, or, you know, your life may even revolve around this contract for a couple of years as well. Interesting. Some of you guys, if this is like a marriage or a union in a relationship, maybe you guys are joining households or kind of combining families. Maybe there's children involved that are coming together, and your environment may be shifting in that way. Let's take a look at your relationships, Leo. Judgment. Yeah. See, and like I said, it's like there is, wow, Leo, there is this like understanding of what needs to be let go of and what needs to come with you. There's like this, like I said, this release of judgment through Leo season for you guys. There's like this surrendering to yourself instead of fighting against yourself. I feel for Leo that maybe you've really been fighting with yourself or having a very difficult time with embracing who you are or what you want, or you know, any kind of energies like that for quite a while. And it's like now maybe you identified yourself with your relationships, especially with this Libra energy here and this Two of Cups and this energy of like authority. For Leo, maybe your relationships were a part of your life that had control or authority over you, and that's being released through Leo season. And for some of you guys, that could mean that you're separating or breaking up with somebody. You know, if that's not something that you want or something that is set in motion, then don't take that part of this reading. But that is something that's coming up here, and I do want to, you know, say what I'm seeing. But for some of you guys, there is just a dramatic shift in relationship dynamics as well. That could definitely be how this applies to you. And again, there was like this sense of appreciation for who's stayed through the hard times, who stayed when you were in your most vulnerable state, and like really recognizing who hasn't and who hasn't been there, and who doesn't have your best interest at heart, and who doesn't appreciate you, who's only there for maybe, you know, the spotlight or the recognition, or or whatever it is. There's a realization of this as well. This doesn't just have to be like romantic relationships. I feel this is all the way across the board, Leo. You're really cleaning up the connections that you have through Leo season. Let's take a look at your abundance, Leo. Wow. So we have the Tower, which is interesting because we also have increase here. And I really feel for a lot of you guys that you are moving into a position that's going to be much better. But yeah, definitely with the Tower coming out here, this could definitely be changing jobs, starting over, moving to a new place. You know, maybe some of you guys may be coming into a position where you're having to rely on other people through this season as you go through this dramatic shift or change within your life. And that may be kind of what really brings you into this energy of appreciating those who've always had your back. Some of you guys, there's going to be like a sudden increase. Like if those of you that are signing a contract for a new job, maybe there's a sign-on bonus. There's a blockage to a manifestation that's being released through this season, and you're going to recognize that you are already connected to that manifestation, but fighting with yourself and fighting against yourself is what has kept you from it. And with that realization, it's going to make things happen much faster. So even if the things that are happening seem negative at the time or destructive at the time, or maybe even look a little bit irresponsible from the outside looking in, like, you know, spending all your money to move or whatever it is, it's going to pay off in the long run is really what I'm seeing here for Leo. So it may be kind of a roller coaster of a season for you guys. There may be a lot of sudden changes or even some endings to some long-term kind of energies here, or like realizations of where endings need to happen at. Even though it may directly impact you and your environment, and it may cause you to have to change your environment and your financial situations and things like that. But there's a need to go ahead with these kind of changes that you're realizing through this season, Leo. There really is. So let's go ahead here and pull you one final message, Leo, for Leo season. Any last guidance, advice, or actions you should be taking for Leo? Okay, so we have the more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. So really, I really feel for Leo that this season is going to be about learning how to give to yourself as well, instead of allowing your relationships to have control over you or authority over how you live or what you have. Or, you know, I really feel that for a lot of my Leos here, that your relationships have defined you and you use your relationships to kind of base how you're supposed to act or what you're supposed to do off of, and that's changing. That is really like the deeper part of what is changing throughout this season, is these relationship dynamics, and that's going to really create change within your physical environment, within your relationships, and within your financial situations for sure. But it's also going to clear, I feel, a blockage within your spiritual self. So there may be like a very sudden awakening happening here for Leo as well through this season. Really recognizing that, you know, you can't run on empty and still have a cup to offer somebody else. That's a big part of your season, Leo. But this is what I'm seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, comment down below, let me know what you thought of this. Come back later, let me know how your Leo season was. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!